everybody. This is Mason Broughton with Kicking the Tires podcast. Today I've got with me Luke.
Hey.
And Blake.
How's it going?
This podcast is going to be a little bit more of us talking about our cars, some of the guys in the local community's cars, and then hopefully we might be able to give you some tips and tricks and other things while we're going through it. So who wants to start off with whatever we got?
Well, I believe you give me all kinds of crap for my car's not working, and it's my turn to pass it back to you.
Okay. Well, I guess we'll start with my collection first. I went big into the Mustangs, so I've got two 1965 Mustang coupes. One is vintage burgundy with a 200 straight six, and the other one is honeydew with the 289 with an automatic transmission behind it. It is all original. Yeah, I know the paint's faded.
It's gross pair now.
I've got a 1970s Boss 351 tribute car. It's a fastback. I've got a 2007 all-original GT 500 Shelby, and then a 2018 GT fastback.
All running?
Well, all but one.
What's wrong with that one?
Well, the guy that left me here, Luke, broke the key in the green car. So
lies and slander.
Whatever, you're the last one to drive it, and it broke down after that.
It was planted evidence.
You didn't even get it back home. You only got it to the destination and it broke. I think that one's partially on.
He was the last guy that drove it, so he's the one that has to be blamed.
I was told to get it to the car show. It made it.
Did the wrecker bill ever make it to your house?
I moved a little bit, and it may have got lost.
Yeah, post office does that sometimes,
Yeah.
Well, that's the only one I got broken down right now. How about you?
Well, depends on your definition of broken down. So, I got a 1970 Corvette, and it's honestly in need of a whole new drivetrain. Ran just fine until...
Call it what it is, truck vet.
Yeah, it's a truck vet.
Whoa. Just because it's got a truck bed in the back does not make it anything less, okay?
Yeah, we'll have to put a picture with that at some point.
Yeah.
I didn't put that there, okay? That
You bought it, though.
I did. It was a good deal. Can't turn it down.
Yeah, you're right.
That was a good deal, all right.
Hey, I've been driving it, all right?
Yeah, he's been driving it, leaving a trail of transmission fluid everywhere he goes.
Not a trail. It was a puddle, okay?
Yep.
It was leaking out the gills. It was so bad.
Yeah,
what about your other one?
Needless to say, that one's going to be parked for a while.
Yeah, it's going to be parked a whole bit, probably. And then just picked up the 3000 GT. It's a 1992 SL. And it runs now.
Yeah, it does run. It does not drive.
Just sitting on 4 jack stands.
Yeah, it's only got 2 wheels on right now.
New ones or the old?
It's all the old ones. New ones are still sitting in their plastic wrap and cardboard.
Nice. Don't want to scratch them up,
Dust on them. I got to replace all the brake lines, so it's not very fun.
There's only one good thing about that car, and it's that there's no video evidence of us having conversations about it while we're working on it because we've not been very polite to it.
Hey, it just had a couple rusted bolts, and that fuel filter probably deserved what it had coming to it.
A couple of rusted bolts? I think I have 5 broken knuckles.
We hit the caliper for 20 minutes before it came off.
I had to break out a T-post driver. That's not even the right tool for the job, but it got it.
Yeah, the new caliper's already rusted again from just sitting there.
That'll happen.
Yeah. Well, there's only one person left. What about you?
Well, I got a 02 Ford Ranger that has more rust than truck left. But, it's a 4x4 and the 4.0, so it's enough fun that I don't want to get rid of it yet. But the previous owner decided to cut a hole in the bed to replace the fuel filter instead of the fuel pump. Not the fuel filter.
Let's be honest. He probably did that with an X-Acto knife with how much rust is back there. It's being held together by
I think is the cause of the rust because they put it back down with self-tapping screws, and I gotta give it to them. They did put some silicone around the edge before they self-tapped the plate back down. But the whole corner of the bed right there is gone now. So it needs a new bed at least, and I'm hoping the frame can't just stick a screwdriver through it, but I'm kind of too scared to try. So we'll find that out when we get there.
Oh, that's all right. I did that to his Corvette.
Yeah,
right through the front.
Right where the radiator support.
Oh, we can fix that.
They sell whole new ones, tube frame. I think it's great. Okay.
Oh,
Yeah,
God.
yeah. How much is that going to cost you?
Not bad.
You know, I mean, I guess it's a good thing that you're the one sporting a wallet here.
Oh, yeah. Coming from the guy who's got that maroon one you got, it's all numbers matching, right?
No, the green one's all numbers
The
matching.
green one's all numbers matching.
Yeah.
Yeah. One of the 5.
Minus the key cylinder now.
Well, yeah, because of somebody.
I turned the key on, and then it just didn't want to turn off. Okay.
Oh, I just remember that day so perfectly. Hey, I can't get it to shut off.
I'm surprised you remember anything with how much you're running around.
Well, when something breaks, it's kind of easy.
You were wheezing, and I'm like, "Hey, car won't turn off." Like, I'll find my dad. He'll fix it for me. And he did not, in fact, fix it.
No, because didn't you end up actually getting it to finally shut off?
No, that was him. I'm pretty sure he probably broke it.
He probably broke it. Okay.
Because I couldn't get to turn, and I'm like, I'm not breaking Mason's car, so I'll have his dad do it for me.
I think you're just looking for a scapegoat.
And if it works, it works. Okay.
Okay. Well,
Listen, my favorite one's always going to be the white one, the Shelby. It's
Yeah.
a convertible, and it's, I think, the fastest. So,
well, I mean, it's the rarest one of the bunch for sure. Actually got the report back on it the other day. I submitted for the Marathi report through Ford, and it is one of 11.
that's pretty impressive. And it only has, what, like 10,000 miles?
11,000. I've been driving it a little bit.
My
I don't
Corvette's
think-
pretty unique.
Yeah, there's nobody else out there that's got an El Cormino.
I like the Elvet personally.
Yeah, we're going to have to find one to stick with because we all have different names for it, and it gets confusing.
Well, hopefully it won't keep any of those names, but we'll have to see what I'm doing.
We'll
Still
see.
going to have a truck bed. I don't know how you plan on getting rid of that, but
I mean, it's rather easy. You can just cut the whole thing out if I wanted.
Well, we'll see
Sounds
how
like a
that
lot of work.
goes.
Oh, I didn't want it to be not a lot of work. I need something to keep me occupied, okay?
yeah, for the next 10 years.
Oh yeah. Because it's
And
probably going.
$100,000.
You're probably going to be 5 years down the road thinking, man, maybe I ought to just scrap it.
Nah, $400 LS from the junkyard. We got it. Slap a couple turbos on it.
You know, that engine's probably in the junkyard for a reason.
It'll be fine.
And
It
I'm
can
gonna
it.
take it out for a reason too.
I was about to say it's an LS. It can take it.
All right.
Just hit the walls with like some sandpaper or something. You're good to go.
Oh, okay. Yeah, your tips are not trustworthy at all.
Yeah, but that's why you can keep me around because I'm the one who just hits things with a hammer and
Hey,
hopes it works. And
He
sometimes it does.
he was the one that got us out with the Mitsubishi, getting that out of the mud.
Yeah, because that was an interesting feat for sure, having to take and hook it with a freaking chain and dragging it with my truck up a hill.
Well,
that was
then-
not fun.
And then onto
See,
the
and
trailer.
you
as
guys would
well.
have taken a week and a bunch more money to do it the proper way. So
Probably
It wouldn't have been a week. My guy was willing to go out there that day for $200, but this man didn't want to spend the $200, so
And he didn't
we
have
went with a
to, so-
U-Haul trailer and broke our backs for 10 hours to get it out.
yeah, I still got a little crick I need to work out, I think. Yeah,
You have a back left? Wow.
I don't know.
Well, what are some of the things you all would like to talk about?
I still want to poke fun at Blake for not deciding what he's gonna do with his truck.
Yeah, what is your idea behind that?
I can't decide. I'm pretty sure at this point the plan is just to pull the bed off, and then I hate drum brakes, so I really want to switch the rear end out from like a old Explorer or something like that, like a '97 that has disc brakes on the back. And then after that, probably just cheap out and put a flatbed on it because I'll be out of money. So,
So while we're getting your rear end, we can get me a engine transmission, right?
oh yeah, but we're gonna have to take one of your trucks because it'll fall through. Yeah, there's not much bed left. The previous owner did a number on that. So,
Well, and then there's projects like yours. I mean, we're going to have to get a whole new motor, whole new transmission. Are you painting it or are you wrapping it?
Oh, I'm painting that one.
Which one?
The
The Corvette.
Okay.
The
So that's
engine-
getting painted.
We're talking about we just got the engine and the Mitsubishi running. It's gonna stay running for a little bit.
Oh, we'll see. We'll see. Because how many acorns were in it?
enough.
Okay.
It's
Actually,
kinda hard
not
to
enough
tell.
because it was still running. So not enough to mess anything up. Hopefully.
Well, yeah, I would definitely knock on wood with that car because there's some sketchy things going on there.
No, it's mostly.
What do you mean? The gas we put in it didn't just fall right out.
Oh, yeah, because the filler neck tube wasn't disintegrated.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And what do you mean I just got a rubber hose? Because I couldn't find an actual one.
What about the dead mouse in the car?
Hey,
Yeah.
previous tenant, okay? He's moved out.
So you know it's a
Good now.
project.
I mean, I didn't know Stuart Little owned your car first.
Well, I probably shot out his home at the tailpipe, so it's now mobile.
Oh, gosh.
The amount of stuff that came out of that tailpipe should be concerning, but it was too funny. So,
Well, so you're driving a tetanus shot.
Yep.
He's not really driving.
Yep.
And then mine are blowing up every day.
And if
so
he does
we're
drive,
doing great.
well, no, technically his will drive. It just won't stop.
yeah. Another one, it won't drive right now.
Yeah.
As soon as I put it in gear, stalls. And even when it did drive, it was not doing great. It didn't like fourth gear. And if you got anything above 50 miles an hour, the tachometer just bounced back and forth.
You know, I think we've got a good point here. It maybe should be called car wrecks because none of us are actually very good at what we got.
No. We're making it.
No, we're three fly-by-night mechanics that only learn things off of YouTube. This is going to be great.
Listen, if you can't learn it off of YouTube, probably doesn't need to be learned.
If you can't learn it off YouTube, you probably don't need to touch it.
Yeah, that too. Yeah. Hire a professional if it's not on YouTube.
I mean,
before.
you and me have plenty of stories going to the fact of the matter of working in my barn at 10 o'clock at night,
Yep.
getting doused in gasoline.
I swallowed a decent amount of it.
I mean, we would have been better off just to throw a match on the floor and sit there with the truck.
Oh, I tried, but you wouldn't let me.
Those late night sessions are the best.
So
Let's
about-
get the best work done.
I was gonna say something about.
Well, it's nice when you got a shop to work in.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do. I have one now. It's full of junk, but it also tried to suffocate me. But
Yeah.
Okay, well, how about this? Let's kind of veer off subject a little bit here. What are your two's favorite dream car? And we'll start with Blake. Put you on the spot, didn't it?
Probably like a '67 Mustang convertible that I redo with a lot more horsepower than what they had.
What about you?
well, I kind of own one. One of mine is a 1970 Corvette. That is why I own it, and it's not in the dream state yet. I'm working on that part.
We'll get it there.
Well, if it come down to me, I've been looking for one for a long time, but they're way too expensive. So that's why it's a dream car.
Another Mustang.
But, well, yeah, I mean, I'm not going to go off the path.
It's not enough for you.
No, it's never enough. I
He still
mean,
has more garage space.
No, he does not.
no, I don't. I've been told that I have to build the next barn.
Well,
No more free rental.
guess we
But
know what the next project.
my dream would probably be I think it's a 68 GT500 convertible. It's a really cool car. It's the first year that they had the crossbar that went across the back, had the fog lights, had the really interesting one-piece tail lights and stuff like that.
What color?
So I think it was like a pine forest green or some kind of forest green because it was really dark and it had white stripes, so the whites kind of contrasted really well. So it was nice. So here's the next question I'd have for you. If, let's say, money's not a thing that's going to hold you back, would you rather redo a car or would you rather just buy what you want?
I'm working on redoing it. So
Okay. What about you?
Oh, I definitely build what I want because if money's not an object. That means I get to build the shop I want while I'm at it. So
yeah, you
Yeah.
gotta get the tools to do it. I get it.
yeah,
I
you
get
gotta have
it.
the proper tools.
Gotta have the lid.
That's 90% of our struggles, I think, is we just don't have the proper tool for the job and we're too stubborn to go get it. So
yeah, I know. If you're
Is it stubborn or tight?
I'm gonna go with stubborn.
I would too.
you can call it what you want. I'm gonna get it done one way or another. Still,
Yeah, it might just take longer.
And like in my case, I would probably get a 68 fastback to paint that Wimbledon white and turn it into the Cobra Jet like they had racing back in the days. Because, I mean, I just love that car. I don't know why, but it's beautiful. And to own a dragster that would be street legal would be pretty cool.
I
But-
think street legal is a bit of a loose term there, but
No, I would make sure it could drive on the road. I wouldn't make it an actual dragster unless you wanted to change the tires over and maybe get a little illegal.
get a couple spare
But-
tires, be fine.
I guess the follow up with all that, which money's still not a thing that's going to stop you, is would you do it yourself or would you hire a professional to help you?
I want it done right. Okay.
So you're going to hire a professional then?
Oh no, that
No.
means I'm doing it myself, and I'm gonna mess it up enough times I get it right.
I'd rather do it wrong myself and figure it out.
I know I said money's not an option, but I'm worried about you.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I got enough money to mess it up enough times to get it right.
Yeah, maybe that's the better question is all the time in the world to do it.
Oh, yeah. Them full-time jobs get in the way, but you got to have that money to have the dream.
Yep.
That's
Or is it a
true.
nightmare? I don't know. That much the stuff breaks down, it's kind of crazy.
I'm loving it either way. We're doing pretty good.
But, all right. Well, if that's pretty much, I think, what we got for the day, do you all have anything to add?
No, I'm still going to bug you, Mason, about that green car. I did not do that.
I swear up and down you did. You had to have. You were the last person that drove it. Last person to sit in the seat.
That was your dad. I almost guarantee he did not reach in to turn that off. He sat in there. He was tired. He sat down.
No, he's not here to defend himself, so
That makes it easier. He can yell at me later.
See, and that's the problem with having 5 cars. You got to recruit other people to drive.
Yep.
And I'm running out of recruits, so I better stop buying them. What about you? Got anything left to add?
I think that's about it.
All right. Well, this has been Kicking the Tires. Thanks for listening.